Thank you for agreeing to give me an interview. Novak, congratulations, you won Roland Garos. You have won a lot of Grand Slams. Do you consider this victory a success?
One of the biggest ones, of course. I knew that going into the tournament, and I mean going into the match, especially today, that there's history on the line, but I try to focus my attention and my thoughts into preparing for this match in the best way possible to win like any other match. Of course, I would lie if I say that I didn't think about the finish line that is right there, and then one more match is needed to win a trophy, a historic one, of course. But my team has created a good bubble around me, so we've we did I think a great job into just staying in the present moment and performing as good as we wanted to. And of course, when I saw his forehand going wide, I felt a huge relief, and I was overwhelmed with wonderful emotions, and I'm very, very happy and very proud of it.
Okay, you are a great player. Do you consider yourself the king of tennis?
Well, thank you. I mean, I don't want to say that I am the greatest, because I feel I've said it before, it's disrespectful towards all the great champions in different eras of our sport that was played in a completely different way than it is played today. So I feel like each great champion of his own generation has left a huge mark, a legacy, and paved the way for us to be able to play this sport in such a great stage worldwide. So I leave those kind of discussions of who is the greatest to someone else. I have, of course, huge faith and confidence and belief to myself and for everything that I am and who I am and what I'm capable of doing. So this trophy obviously is another confirmation of the quality of tennis that I'm still able to produce, I feel. I've said it in the beginning of the season that Grand Slams are the biggest priorities on the checklist for not just this season, but any season, especially at this stage of my career. And, if someone told me I would win first 2 slams of the year, I would sign it right away. Coming into French Open, my record on clay was not good. I was not playing well, not performing well in the tournaments on clay prior to Paris. But as soon as I came here, I just felt different, in a positive way. I felt that I have a chance, very good chance against anybody in best of 5. And I know that most of the guys feel a lot of pressure coming into best of 5 match on Grand Slam against me, and that's exactly how I want them to feel. And that's it's a good thing that you have that kind of in a way mental edge, but it's just so much pressure and emotions and expectations from my side personally and from everyone else that once it's finished, once everything is done and dusted, it's just incredibly satisfying, of course, if you finish with a trophy, another Grand Slam trophy, and at the same time it's huge relief, because I'm just glad it's over, because you have to deal with kind of those pressures and expectations on a daily basis, and kind of live with yourself in your mind and trying to handle all the nerves. So of course I feel incredibly proud, fulfilled. I'm so blessed to be able to share it with my family, my kids, my wife, my parents, everyone who has been supporting me in this journey. Of course, journey is still not over. I feel, if I'm winning slams, why even think about, ending the career that already has been going on for 20 years. So I still feel motivated. I still feel inspired to play the best tennis on these tournaments the most. Grand Slams. Those are the ones that count, I guess, the most in the history of our sport. So I look forward already to Wimbledon.
Okay, thanks. You are 36 years old. Despite your age, you regularly win in Grand Slams. Tell me the secret of your success.
Pretty decent 12 years, I must say, for me. I mean, I've managed to, I would say, manage my own body and my own emotions and the team of people around me in such a way to be able to peak on the most important tournaments in the world, which are Grand Slams. So, of course, when you talk about history, people mostly talk about the Grand Slams won or the amount of time you spent at the *1 rankings. And I managed to break the records in both of these statistics, which is amazing. And of course, I know that it's not something that is guaranteed, or is not something that will just happen just because people think that you've done it once so you can do it again. And I also am aware that even though I don't like to think about the age, or age is just a number, sounds like a cliche, but I really feel age is just a number in my case. But truth of the matter is that reality is that my body is responding differently, so I have to deal with more things physically that I have had maybe in the past, maybe 5 to 10 years ago. I was recovering much quicker, or just didn't feel as much pain in the body as and the beating that I'm feeling today. But in the end of the day, you have to walk victorious through the finish line, and that's what we've done. So yeah, it's amazing. And seeing this trophy here, that also for me symbolizes a great battle that I had with myself, mostly, of course, with all the great players in Roland Garos. That is one of the 4 greatest tournaments, but for me, by far the toughest one of the 4 to win. Because, kind of coming into clay season, I don't know what to expect. Every single clay season year in the last 5-6 years, it's been kind of a lot of ups and downs, some brilliant matches and some really bad matches.